My name is Meagan Michael. I am a seer, a seeker, a visionary, and a medium. Every Sunday, I present to you spiritual thought leaders from around our world and beyond. So today is January 8th. It is Friday. I am with my incredible friend and awesome reader colleague, the incredible John Thaddeus Fiore. We are here tonight to read for you, do these amazing double readings, and to inspire, generate. All the donations tonight are going through, and I'll pull it up on the screen. I'm going to introduce you 1 second, John. I just want to let you know what we're doing.
Go ahead.
In fact, I'm going to introduce John now, and I'm going to let him tell you about it. I'll swing, but I'll just butt in every now and then. So please join me in welcoming John.
See, this is going to be a lot of fun. When you told me that you were going to meet your niece and your mama after so many years, and look, guys, I know, see, probably for the past year or two.
Yes.
I don't know, see, when we met, but she's extremely high vibrational. We've worked through so many different obstacles together, and things that might have in the past, from my perspective, might have caused me to end the friendship, but she and I worked through disagreements, and I know her to be a very I feel her to be a very sweet soul. She helps me whenever I need it. I try to do the same for her. And when I heard she was putting this together to go see her mama and her niece, of how old was the last time you seen your niece? See?
Okay, so I saw my mother last year for her 90th birthday. Before that, it was a few years. I've not seen my niece since she was 10 years old. She is now 23, so it's been 13 years. Now, we've been in contact in the past couple of years. She sought me out on Facebook. She was still a teenager. And so we were, just hello every now and then, not any big talks, but recently we've gotten really more engaged in talking, and Spirit just inspired this whole scenario. I know, sorry, you asked me just one question, but I want you to know that also my mom hasn't seen Erica in 13 years. My mom's going to be 91 tomorrow, John. She's going to be 91 tomorrow. And I don't even think she could imagine or fathom that she's going to see her granddaughter tomorrow.
Yeah, it's just a beautiful family reunion. And I was just telling C before we came live that the place that she's in is such a high vibrational state that she will heal the dynamic of the family, whatever was going on in the past. She's in such a place that she can, just by her presence, she can heal any static energies that really don't serve any part of the family. And she's in such a great place. And I was very excited to hear that she was going to do this. And so I said, let's get together and have some fun. And we're going to, offer some readings, and see, the readings are $25. You get a reading for both of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also throwing in a bonus for anybody that offers an additional 15. So if you donate 40, I will give you. For you guys that don't know me, I do a lot of EFT. I come out of an EFT background, and I kind of intermingled my EFT capabilities with spiritual counseling, and I'm very good at taking out shadow and helping people to dissolve them very quickly without labor-intensive work. So everybody does works energy healing a little bit differently. I can use EFT and show you how easy it is for you to do it for yourself going forward. So if you donate that extra $15, I will throw in a free half-hour extra personal session with me on what you receive in your reading tonight. So if you do that, please make sure that you take notes on what you're getting, so that you could take them to the half-hour special that I'm offering, because C and I are connected right now. We're going to bring to you what Spirit is bringing, and we're not going to remember every little detail about what we give you, because we're connected right now, and I'm ready to flow with you, kid. We're going to have fun doing this.
Sorry, I muted myself because I heard that we were having an echo, so that's what I did. But yeah, so that's us right there. That's my mom quite a while ago, actually. She was younger than I am in this picture. She's the one, her in the middle, the one that's called Grandma. Anyway, and that's me, and that's my amazing niece, and I'm really excited. And yeah, and I'll just show you this real fast. That's the car that Erica picked up for us today. She rented our car. It's a cute little car. And the number is 8. You can't really see it here, but it's number 8 on the window. And Spirit inspired me to set a goal of $888 for, I meant to take it down, not put it back up. And they also, like the event I did yesterday with the incredible Debbie Charlton, that was 88. And Erica's my niece, even asked me, she goes, what is the 8 mean? And I gave her like some basic information about it, infinity and abundance, but I just love how it's on the car as well, which she's probably driving in right now. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share. I'm really excited. I'm so grateful to you, John, for joining me today and generously donating your time and your energy.
It really is my pleasure, and I'm gonna bring a little humor to this. One of my guides is one of my uncles. And his name was, listen to this name, Uncle Nunzio, but his nickname was Uncle Moon. And guess what his license plate was?
What?
888. So he's one of my guides. He is standing ready to, if I bring any kind of humor into a reading, see, it's coming from him.
I love it.
He was a real rip, and he's one of my guides now. And when humor is needed, I let him come forward, because sometimes we can get caught up in readings, and sometimes they get very heavy. And so he is definitely one of my guides that brings light, humorous energy to my readings. So that might be a little bit different for people, but that's the way it comes through, guys. But we're going to have a lot of fun. All of my guides bring through some humor and lightness.
I love it. So, ready to rock and roll. Do you guys love my little bag that I'm repurposing it, because this is something that I got from Dreamer Apothecary when I ordered crystals from them. And I have a bag, not just from them, but like these type of bags. I have a bag of bags that I keep thinking I'll use them one day. And look at this, my cards fit perfectly. I want to take this deck with me on, when I go on this trip tomorrow. And I'm like, I don't have a box for them. But here it is. The perfect little, is that just the cutest, John, or what? That's Trixie's all over. You see her here, She's, my cat Trixie. She's always here. I'm so excited. Thank you for sharing, Kim McElwain. Thank you for sharing, Kimmy Siegel. Kim Siegel says that is awesome. And, we can't see I already know that. We can't see the comments in Be Live, but we can see them on Facebook. So I have them over here. Otto Dowlin, you are the first one today getting a reading. He says, Sunflower Queen. Thank you, Otto. Thank you. So awesome. I'm super excited. Did you share to, I'm sure you did, share to your groups already, John?
Not here. See, I'm going to try. Well, hold on. I'm going to find it on my phone.
Okay. Because you advertised it. So they should, and besides everybody.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If it's advertised on a site, it'll be streaming live, right?
No, because that's not, there was no link attached to it. It was just an advertisement.
I got it. So let me pull up.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I love our promo.
I want to make sure.
I mean, I know I make them, but I'm not being I'm not modest about it. I really like my work, and I really love this one. I love the colors and the spacey background and everything.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. See, you're good at that stuff, and
thanks.
I kind of need help with that. And so,
I can help you, John.
yeah, I know you can. I'm going to tell people that I do a part of my work is sports performance. Well, I help people out. I like to say I can help people with any kind of problem. I kind of take pride in that because I have mental health EFP training and I have spiritual counseling training. I have law of attraction training. So I have a wide variety or wide base of knowledge. I have business knowledge. And so I want to start getting myself out there a little bit more in 2021. And I'm not very good at advertising. So I need someone like yourself, David.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, it'll be my honor and my pleasure, John. I love that. I love, spiritual business is just that. It's spiritual business. We are spiritual. We are psychic. We are healers. We are everything that we are, and it's our business. And I'm really passionate about incorporating the two, because for a lot of people, they can't work that out within themselves. But once you work it out within yourself, it's like, okay, now what do I do? All right, now I'm okay.
Right.
I'm okay. I'm ready. I know this is my business. I charge, everybody works for a living and they charge for whatever. Right. And so that's all good. But now how do I do it? And so, some of my zones of genius is definitely about, intuitive business, I'm like an intuitive business visionary. Like I see things in people's business. I see their business before they see it often. And as far as creating the art, that often comes out to be also very prophetic. I've created art for many people that were my guests in the past, right? And I tune into them. It's all channeled, and they've become the energy that I don't even know how to explain that better. I guess I was doing an okay job. But anyway, so yeah, I love doing I love all.
Well, yeah, didn't we speak about that together? We both have a business background.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But we never, well, I could say, I don't want to say we, I don't like to speak for other people, but I never perceived my work as being spiritual, and everything is spiritual.
That's true.
So
yeah,
now that I consciously operate my life in a spiritual way, I can see how I was operating spiritually in the past, but I just wasn't consciously aware of it. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that everything that we do, whether we're flipping hamburgers, to pulling cards, to giving people psychic readings, to giving EFT sessions to help people, whatever we are undertaking in our lives, we got choice. We can choose to conduct ourselves in a high vibrational way, and whatever that means for you, if that means non-judgmental kindness, that, whatever that means for you, being high vibrational, that's the way I see it. Kind and non-judgmental. I'm trying to buy a new vehicle and I'm conducting myself in a high vibrational way. Normally in the past, if someone says something off color to me, I might get offended and start an argument. And so I'm trying to do the best. I'm not saying you have to be walked over, people. I'm trying to say, if you conduct yourself in a high vibrational way, you can what's the word I'm trying to say? You can affect the negotiation. You can actually steer the way you would like it to go in your life. And that goes from anything, meeting a doctor, meeting new friends. Hey, I set the intention to put forth my energy in the kindest and most high vibrational way. And that changes the whole dynamic of the relationship, business dealing, see?
Yeah.
Okay? So I want everybody to understand that there's no separation between business and spirituality. It's the way we conduct ourselves.
Yes.
And so with our backgrounds in business, we've learned to do that now. And I think I could see that together we're trying to bring that message across to people and to help them understand that everything is spiritual. Your relationships, your business, everything. How do you choose to conduct it? In a high vibe way or a low vibe way?
Exactly.
For the good of all or for in a greedy way? Which way works for you? And what works from your heart? What do you feel like is the best way that works from your heart? Is a good way of saying it, I guess. Okay.
Absolutely. And that was beautifully said, John. Thank you for sharing that. I just want to remind everybody the PayPal link is now pinned in the comments on Facebook. We are now.
I want to get this over to a place to heal.
Oh, great. Okay, perfect. And we are also on YouTube. Absolutely. Rashi Daswani, that's a beautiful name. I will give you the PayPal link on YouTube, and readings tonight are $25. We would love to read for you. And they're double readings as well. So I will put the link right over there. And just let us know if you've donated. Right now we have Otto Dowling III is first. And then we have Lisa. How do I pronounce your last name, Lisa? Pacinelli? And Lisa Pacinello.
Pacinello, Lisa.
Lisa, yeah.
Okay.
So you are next, Lisa. No, Otto, and then Lisa, and then whoever donates, you will be right after Lisa.
Okay, Otto was first, huh?
Yes, he was. He donated first this morning. He did not want to miss this, and I'm excited about that. Okay, perfect. All right. So I pulled 3 cards and I was about to just put them away. And Spirit's like, no, you pulled them for a reason. So this is for the collective.
Okay.
Collective. All right, John. So I have Full Moon, Completion. Desert Vision Quest. And Childhood Innocence. Let's see what they want to say. They're saying 2020 is over and that energy is gone. We are now moved. We have moved and we're moving continuously into the new energy. That this is something, it's not going to look like anything from the past. Our world is shifting. It's shifting into a whole new dynamic. The earth is expanding. We are ascending. They're talking about how they're saying, how do you, like, as a human, how do I handle this? This is all new. This is the unknown. I've never experienced anything like this before. And they're saying to tap into your inner child, your childhood innocence. If you focus, if you tune in to the core essence of you, to the child that you are, that you're born, you're this beautiful spirit. You just came from spirit. You are right there, spot on, right? And you're aligned and you're connected. That's before all the programming from parents and well-meaning people and school comes in. We are open. So that's what they're saying. Be open to receive. Be open. They're saying, be open to receive and be open to perceive. To receive your abundance and to perceive, as your perception is what defines the experience that you're having at that moment. John was just saying something about that just a moment ago, because it is your perception of what is will shift everything. And I'm excited about this new time. I'm excited. And again, even in whatever's going on in the world, you can just tap in to your inner child. And if it doesn't work for you, then don't do that. But it's going to work for a lot of us, honestly, because it really is the core essence of who we are. And in that space of openness and accepting, because from 0 to 7 years old, you're in that hypnagogic state where you absorb everything like a sponge. So if you tune into that energy and make yourself an absorber of positive high energy and of all the new 5D things that are happening, the way that you're seeing things out of the corner of your eye, and you're hearing spirit, and you're you're channeling. You're like, is that me? No, that's you. That is you. But it's not you by yourself. It's you receiving spirit. So they're also, I love that. So they're saying be open to receive, and that's your abundance as well as your connection, and to perceive through the new eyes. Without the filters of the past that you were programmed with. I will leave that to John. I'm going to go adjust my headband. I'll be right back.
Well, you know what? When C pulled for the collective, I said, let me do the same and let's see what comes up. And as usual, we feed off of one another. And the angels are saying, C was talking about how do you proceed in the 5D in the times we're in now. Mm-hmm. Well, the one thing you can do. See, I pulled for the collective as well. Excellent. Feeding off of you. Mm-hmm. And the angels say you can clear negativity. Ooh. Now, what does that mean? Okay, so look, I'm drawn to try, and I know that one of my purposes here on this planet is to try and I want to say this in the best way. One of my purposes is to try and help people that are not heavily into spiritual language to understand what that means for them if they just choose to live, let's call it a quote unquote, a regular life without being spiritual. You're being spiritual whether you know it or not, but if you don't want to consciously practice spirituality, that's okay. It's not right or wrong. It's not good or bad. It doesn't make you any less than anyone else. So how do I want to interpret this? I want to say that clearing negativity would be, look, the world around you, okay? What kind of stuff do you watch on television? What kind of people do you choose to hang out with? If you have friends that constantly speak ill of other people, clearing yourself of that kind of negativity would be a healthy way to go. Let's put it that way. If you are, let's say, eating unhealthy food, that's negative. That's not good for your body. So you might want to think or be more mindful of what you're putting in your body, what you listen to on the radio, what you listen to on television, what you're watching, the people that you hang out with. Okay, again, right? You want to try and hang with people that are speaking well of others and choosing the high road. Okay, if you're going to constantly hang out with people that are speaking badly about others and always getting into gossip and lies and untruth and what we call static junk, then you might want to remove yourself from that if you're looking to live a higher vibrational life. If you're looking to improve your life, look, you're going to attract whether you like it or not, okay? You're going to attract. So the way you conduct yourself normally every day, you're constantly attracting. What do you want to attract? Do you want to attract friends that speak well of each other and support each other? Or do you want to attract people that like to beat each other up and are judgmental? What do you want to attract? Do you want to attract a healthy body? Or do you want to attract all kinds of disease in your body? What do you want to attract? If you want to attract better, then make that your world around you. Okay, so that's what the angels are telling you, the clear negativity. Okay, and when he talks about going back to your childhood, a lot of negativity is born in your childhood because your brain is in that learning stage. Right. Now you're hearing from the EFT side of you guys. Mm-hmm. When you're developing as a child, you're learning and perceiving from what is fed to you. Okay? Right. And whatever is fed to you, if your parents or caretakers told you were less than and treated you with disrespect, that is how you're going to perceive the world around you. So clearing negativity means to clear out those old perspectives. That was just their wounding in bringing you up. They didn't understand what they were doing to you at the time. Okay? You are not less than. You are not a piece of garbage. You're a part of the divine source energy. And so you have to see yourself as God's source sees you. Okay? God's source sees you with nothing but love and unconditional love and no judgment. That is how you should see yourself. Okay? So see, let's start doing our readings, and
I would love to. We just got an inbox from Audrey Jones, who donated for her friend Diana Boyd, and Diana will be after. Sorry, my cat Trixie is literally okay there. Thank you, Trixie. She said, "I moved. Let me move those books for you, girl. Hold on, you can sit better now. Let me make space. There. She's got a whole big space to herself over there. Let me just put Diana Boyd after Lisa. Diana.
Who's after Otto? See, Lisa?
Yes, Otto, and then Lisa, and then Diana Boyd. I'm just putting down Audrey's name next to her so we can remember. And I'll check the PayPal link in just a moment. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start? Whatever you want to do is fine with me.
Ladies first. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you, John. My pleasure. I want to show you that I also pulled release. All right. Oh, this is so much fun. The release card. And this is connected to what you were just talking about. So it'll all make sense later. I'm just going to show it to you guys because that has to do with what we were just talking about. All right. So Otto Dowlin the third. Otto. Oh, Otto, thank you very much. Thank you for your donation today, dear. You always inspire me, Mr. Capricorn. They're talking about nurturing. Okay, I'm going to pull a few cards. Let's see. We have nurturing. Gaia. I love this card. I don't even see it that often, but it's really a beautiful card because that's what's really important. Oh, I feel so strongly about this. Okay, and then they're talking about radiance. Summer solstice is about radiance. Otto, are you feeling this, Otto? I bet you're already feeling what I'm going to be talking about. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be talking about, but Spirit's going to be talking to you in a minute. And then synergy, green man, synergy. So, this is so beautiful. So the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. This is about your family. This is about your family. But this is about you as well. So they're talking about nurturing yourself. But they're also showing me your children. Spirit is showing me your children too, and your beautiful wife. And so I do feel they're saying this is a family affair. This is a family affair. Now, remember, of course, number one on the agenda is making sure that you take care of you. But once you fill your own cup, I do feel that you're going to shine, and your radiance is going to illuminate, enlighten, and uplift your whole beautiful family. And I've had the honor and pleasure of reading for you many times, and over the last 2 years, and I see you growing and expanding. I see the energy that surrounds you and your amazing family is so different than where you were 2 years ago, or maybe it was a year ago. I don't know exactly, Otto. I feel like I've known you for a long time, and I feel really excited about this because they're saying synergy. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. They're showing me this is about your family. You are very soul connected to all of your children and your wife. You are all super connected. You're all soul family, and you're all playing different roles in this life. And they're showing push against. You have at least one daughter that feels like sometimes like she's pushing against, and she contracted to do this, to play this role with you. So you could both learn and grow from it. And like what John was talking about earlier with perception, right? And the way that you perceive and the light. What was that you said, John, about talking about me, like bringing the family reunion together? Can you go over that? Because it's really going to pertain to Otto right now.
Oh my God! See, I was channeling that. Let me think. Hold on. Let me see if
It'll
I
come
can.
if you.
Okay. Oh yes. Okay. Where you are, see, in your place in the now, where you are in your mindset, where you are in your spirit in the now, coming from a place of love in everything that you do will affect everyone around you. Everyone around you. It will affect the whole family dynamic with just your presence alone.
Thank you.
I know this to be true because I practice it every day with my family. So that is how energy works, guys. If you're going to live love and spread love, that is what the people around you are going to pick up on.
I love that. And that's what thank you so much, John. I'll just finish up with Otto. I want you to know it totally pertains to you. That was just for you just now, because I really feel that they're saying, like, nurture yourself, right? And then shine your beautiful light all over your beautiful family. And then together you are co-creating this amazing world. I pulled 2 more cards for you, believe it or not. After I shuffled all those times, the same card came back out. Apparently it is for you as well. And they're asking you to release any resentments that you have toward anyone in your family, in any type of family dynamic. They're asking you to just release anything that doesn't serve you now. You know what I'm saying? If it's not serving you, if it's not high vibrational, then allow it to go and to purify your soul, so to speak, right? And in that purification, in that release, you're going to find clarity, a new clarity and a new wholeness. And they're saying a new resilience of being. I don't know what that means, but they're saying a new resilience of being. And they're saying you're going to bounce back from, that's what they're saying. They're describing it now. You're going to bounce back from anything, any kind of contrast or whatever, very quickly, because you're very soul satisfied. You're very fulfilled. And you're, like John was saying, you're filled with love, and everything is coming from love. And everything said. And when your intention is to love others and to accept others, and you do start with yourself, but in that acceptance, you're going to continue to grow and to thrive. And I'm excited for this journey for you, Otto. So thank you for allowing me to read for you, and I will move it over to John.
See, the synchronicity of the cards that we pull together. None of this is orchestrated. None of this is predestined. It's just the way it comes out in the energy. Otto, the first card I pulled for you was Heart Truth.
Mm.
You know what is true and pure in your heart. Okay? And so when you operate from the heart, you really don't need anybody else's validation. Okay? You know what's true for you. And the angels kind of confirm that with staying strong in your faith, because you have a very strong faith in the divine and God, and however you perceive God to be. And one more, you can't make this up. I follow my heart to serve the unique purpose that I am here to fulfill on this earth. I am meant to be here. You are a leader in your family, Otto, just by living from the heart. Look, I'm gonna flip the card over and show you how I perceive that.
Mm.
You've been through some tough stuff, okay? But your heart, notice the heart, how it stayed intact, even with the tire marks over it. So, even though you're a very deeply heart-centered person, you're a very, very tough person. You're very strong. So, in your strength as a man, lead from your heart, and it could never be wrong. So let me bring you these words that is so profound, that were given to me as a gift. Anything that you do from a place of love can never be wrong.
I
So I hope that brings you some strength, Otto. It really was a pleasure to connect with your energy and your heart. And the angels are telling you, stay strong in your faith, because in your heart you know what's right for you, and what's right for you will affect the dynamic in the family around you. Okay? So just by being strong in your faith and who you are, okay, that will affect those around you. And if there are some things going on around you that are not in alignment with spirit right now, they will gradually get there. So stay strong in your faith, because you are this. I get this feeling he's such a leader in his family, and he can shift the whole dynamic of everything around him just by taking that lead. You don't have to worry about if you're right or wrong when you're coming from the heart.
That's true.
That is the best way I can translate this. Okay? You don't have to worry about if you're right or wrong. You don't have to worry about what other people think. When you're coming from the heart, it's from love. Okay? And when it's from love, it can't be wrong. Okay? And everything will align and fall into place when you're giving off that energy. Okay. I hope you enjoyed that, Otto. Thank you for the donation.
That was beautiful. And I just want to show you, I swear, I thought, well, I'm done reading, and I put these cards, anyway, they came out again. So I have to show them to you, obviously. Activation and generations. And I'm feeling for you, Otto, that this is spirit communicating to you that there's been generations of energy that's been sent down, passed down to you. And you're the one that's going to be able to break this cycle by doing exactly what John was talking about, which is living through love. And so I just want to share that with you. Also, the activation also has to do with the soul song that I created for you. And they're mentioning that so that you stay focused and continue to use that for your personal growth. So thank you. Next up, we have Lisa Pacinello. Lisa, you are next. Thank you for your generous donation. And everyone, if you've donated, John is also offering a free half-hour session for anyone that donates an additional $15. So that's very extra generous of John. Just letting you guys know that is available to you. Thank you, John. And if you're just tuning in,
welcome. Yeah, that extra $15, we'll get together for a half hour, and we can expand on your reading, and I could show you a couple of tapping tricks and how to clear stuff in 10 seconds. Things that you think that might be labor intensive, you could clear like that because you have that power. You might have been told in the 3D consciousness that you have to do this tremendous amount of work to heal yourself. And it's in the 5D consciousness, which we're in now, it's going to be a lot easier. And I want to show you how easy it can be. So I'll give you that extra half-hour session and show you a couple of things if you want to donate an additional $15. So Lisa's up, huh?
Lisa is up now. I'm just seeing Tamara. Hello, welcome. And she's saying that's a beautiful message, John. And Lisa says beautiful readings. Tamara says, love that color on you, Meagan. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love that. And Otto's saying, feeling the positive energy. And I saw somebody, I don't know whether this other person, oh, there you are on YouTube. Hello, Nelasa. Hello, welcome, 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 welcome. You're welcome to donate for a reading tonight. We are accepting donations of $25, and that will give you a double reading. So that is what's on the agenda for this evening. That is our intention. And so you're more than welcome to donate. And then you would be after Diana Boyd. So Lisa is up now. So,
Okay.
Okay. One from this deck for you too. All right, so you've been going through challenges. You've had health issues. And I know this from Facebook, but they're showing it to me that this was for you. This was created by you to create this thing, a jumping off point, Lisa, a jumping off point, that's so interesting. They're literally showing me, I've been watching about portals on Gaia, ancient portals, like stargates, and they're showing me that for you. Now this has been a transformational experience for you. Really deeply transformational, and that's why you chose to have this. And they're talking about mirror, who or what is triggering you, which is interesting. Let's see what they're saying here. They're saying the illness was a reflection of what you had going on internally, the contrast that was boiling over all the time, that was welling up within you and unexpressed, and you were just sitting in it, and you were absorbed in that energy, and so it manifested and an outwardly, which is what this dis-ease is, exactly that. The body is ill at ease and there's stuck energy. Let me see where they're going to go with this. Moving me to which card, Spirit? Oh, okay, hold on. Gotta pull out the other deck too. They're saying whirlwind and turmoil. So there's been a lot of confusion. There's been a lot of turbulence in your life in recent years. And it's now come out and been expressed in that way. And I also know that you're doing well now, which is super awesome. And I'm really feeling strongly that the card is rest, to take time out. Don't feel that because you're doing well that it's time for you to just start going full force back into everything, and you know what I mean? They really want you to take the time to, I feel like you're going to do some tapping with Jahan. I really do. They want you to take the time to rest and reset and to express yourself and to speak your truth, which is what part of the big part of the problem was before, that you didn't. And so that's what happened. This energy got stuck. And now they're saying to speak your truth and rest and allow yourself to, hang on, I lost the thread because I was picking up the cards. They're saying allow yourself to connect to the energy of all that is, and connect to the energy of source, and just be mindful, be intentional with your life, be slow about it. I'm not tell you what to do, but this is how it's coming out. What is that sound? Oh, maybe it's an insect outside, or I don't know. This is some really loud sound that suddenly came up. They're also saying, wild dog, answer the call. So their spirit is calling you. They're beckoning you, Lisa. They're inspiring you to come here or come here. They're guiding you in this way. And the more that you are well rested and you eat well and you take good care of yourself and you're not watching the news, you know what I mean? You're taking good care. And then you're going to be hearing and receiving in bigger ways than you ever have before, receiving spirit's messages, and you'll perceive everything everything like, oh, I should go this way. I have an intuitive hit. I should do that over there. I should call this person. And in those moments, you are moving closer and closer and closer to your divine purpose, they're saying, or they're saying divine timing. They're saying we have many divine purposes, but at the same time, where you are right now, there's something significantly in front of you, they're saying. And so rest, reset, express yourself, and follow those intuitive hits, because there's exciting things coming in right now, and I'm so excited for you. Thank you for allowing me to read for you, John.
Wow. Okay. I was wondering which card I was going to show Lisa first, but I'm gonna roll right off of what C said about rest and recharging. Look at this: purification and detoxification.
Exactly.
That is, Lisa. Look, you already know what that means. I think you're doing it, and continue to do it because it is the way. You might tend to think that it has to come in thunderbolt and lightning. Lisa, so what you're doing with purification and detoxification, you're on the path of a healthier way already. You're doing it, and it doesn't come always. It could, but it always doesn't come in thunderbolt and lightning. The subtleties in which you're doing it, Lisa, are healthy for you. Keep going with it, okay? And here is something really beautiful. Look, you've done so much work, and you've shifted your perception of the world around you. And this loving heart that you have and the way you see other people, I want you to understand that's a mirror of who you are, okay? The love that you see in people is the love that you are. So appreciate the beauty that's around you. So when you see beauty around you in people, places, and things, Lisa, it's a reflection of who you are. So appreciate the beauty that's around you, for it is the same as appreciating and admiring your own. It infuses you with love, okay? And so you can look at the heart. This is probably one of my favorite cards because of the color of the stone. The two scars that you see, Lisa, look, you've been through a lot. Most of us have, okay? But it led you to where you are, and that beautiful blue color is definitely the color of healing. I feel that Holy Mother energy in you. And if you notice, look real closely, there's some white coming through on the right inside your heart. So your heart has done a fair amount of healing, but now the fruits of your work are starting to actually spread in your heart. And this will reflect in everything that you do. And one more, it says, I accept my old story is done and in the past. I am ready to be calm and balanced about it because it's over now. Lisa, you know it's over. You know you're on the right path. And remember what I said about the subtleties, okay? It could be as simple as when you look, when you look at another person, and instead of judging that person, seeing that person with love. Lisa, in a time like that, it seems like it's a very mundane thing, but it's not. It's a reflection of who you are and how you've changed, okay? You didn't know what you didn't know, sweetie. You didn't know what you didn't know from the past. You were fed, like most of us were, a bill of goods, okay? that you didn't understand as a child. But now you know the way, and you will continue in your work, and you're really on a very good path. Just take it easy on yourself. You're getting there. You're doing much more than you think you know you are. Okay, sweetie?
That was beautiful, John. Thank you.
You can reach out to me, Lisa, anytime if you need to know how to tap on something. I know you like to tap, but if you need a tapping affirmation, I'll create one for you.
Awesome. I love that. That was beautiful. And the card that also came up for you was wake up call. Wake up call. And that's what everything was. That's what everything was that just happened. So thank you. Next up, we have Diana Boyd, Audrey Jones' friend. Thank you very much, Audrey, for donating for your beautiful friend. And we are looking forward to reading for her now. Hello, Diana. Okay. All right, hang on. My niece actually just messaged me, and I'm just going to send her this. She said it's been a busy day. It has, too. She picked up our rental car today. Tomorrow is the event. Tomorrow. It's tomorrow, John. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning. She's going to be here picking me up. We haven't seen each other since she was 10. And then we're going to drive 4 hours and go visit my mom, surprise her for her 91st birthday.
Like going to Disneyland.
It's funny because I live near Disney. Actually, that's where she works. My niece works in Disney. She does. But we're going to be driving from around here to South Florida. And yeah, it's going to be amazing. It really is. 91st birthday surprise. And my mom called me today, which is interesting, John. And remember I told you she was having trouble with the phone? Apparently it worked today. But she's like, I said, so I'm, she doesn't hear well. I'm like, Mom, I have a surprise. She goes, I said, tomorrow's your birthday. She goes, it is? I forgot. I said, okay. And I said, I have a surprise for you. She goes, you're coming to visit? Wow. I said, I'm not telling. It's this big surprise. It's a big surprise. And I made sure, I told the staff, of course, because we had to make an appointment to go see her. But no one told her. So it's going to be an amazing surprise. And we're bringing this amazing cake. We ordered a cake. It's a quarter sheet cake, and it says, happy birthday, Grandma. Now, she hasn't been called Grandma for 13 years. You know what I mean? And so she's going to be so moved. And we're also, my mom loves chocolate. So it's going to be all chocolate. And then we also bought a dozen cupcakes, vanilla cupcakes, but with the same red, pink, and blue roses. Those are the colors that Spirit showed me, red, pink, and blue roses. So it'll be the same matching. It's going to be amazing. And of course, there's plenty. Oh, sorry, honey. We bought enough cake for the whole staff and all the residents. So.
Wow.
I know. I'm really excited. And then on Sunday, she and I get to spend the whole day together, just following Spirit, doing whatever we want all day. Because we're staying it's Saturday till Monday. So, and then Monday we're going to try to visit her one more time before we leave. What were you going to say, John?
No, honey, I'm just listening to you.
I'm so excited. So yeah, guys, if you're donating today, you're going to get your awesome double reading, and the money's going to an amazing cause. It's not a cause. It's a, I don't even know what you call it. We're not like, you know what I mean? We're inviting people to be connected to this super high energy, this amazing, I have this overwhelming desire to stick my finger in John's belly, which is just in front of the camera, and go, boom.
I'm sorry.
No, did you want to do that too, guys? Come on, admit it. You were dying to just go, boop. I swear. I can't even read it. That was awesome. I love that. Oh my goodness gracious.
And I had to get close to the light.
No, that's cool. I could not read it. Oh, Tamara says donated. Hope you have a great family reunion. Thank you so very, very much. Let me just pull up PayPal and put your name down here. Hold on. Oh, there you are. Tamara is after Diana. Thank you so much, Tamara. I'm really excited. Oh, excuse me, energy's moving. This is the first time, I haven't had any. my dad was an amazing man, and we always had an awesome relationship, and he got along with everybody. But after my dad was gone, there's nothing. Nobody got along with anybody in my like immediate type of family. Things just went whoop, and that's okay. We all contracted, to create and participate in contrast with one another. So but the thing is, though, although I'm aware, okay, I got two things coming at once. So I was going to say, as a child, she had nothing to do with the contrast that caused her to be separated from her aunt and her grandmother for all of these years. Although on an energetic level, she signed up for this. And I really feel very excited and blessed and fortunate for all of us that my mom is still alive and that I am still alive, because I had cancer a few years ago. And when she first reached out to me on Facebook, I had stage 4 lymphoma. So I didn't know if I was going to make it, but here I am. And here mom is, or mom, right? And now she's coming over tomorrow, and we're going to go visit. And this whole thing is, again, what John was saying earlier about how you look, your perception of others. So what is it? Max Planck and Wayne Dyer quoted, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that is what I've done with my family. And I don't mean Erica, because she's always been an angel. I did, but she had nothing to do with her. But my mom and I did not have a healthy relationship for most of my 50 years. I'm 55 now, and a half. So for like the first 50 years, it was not so good. And I chose to separate myself from my mother as well for a couple of years when I started my life over again, and that was very healthy for me. But when we reconnected, I have a whole new perspective on my mother. I just love her and I appreciate her, and I know she had a hands full with me, but we challenged each other and we chose that role for each other. All of it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing was coincidental or accidental.
And see, she helped you to be who you are today.
100%. Thank you, John. 100%. So I felt really drawn to share all of that, like almost like a trance, like what just came through. So I'm talking to somebody out there. This is definitely resonating. And normally when that happens, it has to do with the person I'm about to read for. So I don't see Diana's name, although I'm going to go ahead and I trust that you're here, my dear. And by the way, Lisa says I can feel the shift. Let me take a look. Okay. Oh my God. Kim Siegel is saying, I'm excited for you. You have no clue. Love this so very much. I wish I had a documentary team to film this experience. I don't have a team right now. So Erica's going to be our cinematographer using her cell phone. My own phone is being funky right now. So I'm going to have to rethink that, I got to look at my cell phone from a whole new perspective, that beautiful cell phone of mine that I love so much. That works perfectly. But anyway, we have at least one working cell phone, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. And the Spirit wants a documentary film team to pull up and record this. That'll be happening too. But also my awesome, amazing friend, Diane, bless her, I adore her. She's staying with my dogs. Not staying here, but she lives 5 minutes away. She's going to be watching my dogs and cats all weekend. She walks them 4 times a day. She's a professional pet sitter, just retired like 2 weeks ago. And she's normally so busy, and she actually has the time. I know. It's amazing. And my dogs and cats love her. And I wouldn't trust anybody necessarily else with them. And because I'm so grateful and fortunate that fell into place as well, that she's like, yeah, I'll be happy to do it, So that's what Diane is going to film us when Erica pulls up and we reunite the first time. Diane's going to record that. So when it's all put together later, it will be on YouTube eventually. But everybody that donates tonight, you're going to be added to a group. I keep forgetting to mention that today. You're going to be added to our 3 Generations reunion group. So you're going to be privy to all the stuff, all the information, videos, or whatever comes in, live. Anyway, I better move on. Okay, so hold on. All right, so here you are, Diana. All right, so I got a few cards for you right here, my dear. Vigilance. Grounding. Oh, I'm sorry. Completion, although I do feel grounding is significant for you as well. Completion and synergy. Let's see what they want to talk about. You've been going through a lot lately. A couple of things I'm feeling right now. I'm feeling, due to what you've been through, that you're very vigilant. You're very vigilant. You're very watchful. You're like expecting, and they're saying they're expecting the other shoe to drop. You're waiting for something else bad, quote unquote, because there is no good, bad, right, or wrong, but what you perceive as bad. There's been a completion of a cycle, and they're saying to you that you are connected. You're going through new beginnings. I love that. I love that. They told me to, and I thought I was going to go to the next card, and they're like, no, pull a brand new one, and look what you got. You're at a whole new place in your life, Diana. You're at a whole new place in your life, and this is a very powerful place. They're also bringing up this card again for you, and this mirror. So what's been triggering you? So how are you feeling about everything that's going on? Are you being triggered emotionally? What are you experiencing? Recognize what it is outside of yourself that's making you, nothing's making you, but that's inspiring you to feel a certain way, and then internalize it and say, wait a minute, I don't mean, let me rephrase that. I don't mean internalize it. I mean, observe it and look at it, perceive it through the eyes of the observer. Like, okay, so how do I connect to this? Why am I attracting this? What is it about me that, because your external reality is a mirror of your, I get so excited I run out of breath, is a mirror of your internal landscape. So outside, everything outside of you is mirroring back to you what's going on in here. So what is going on in here? Look at your experiences through the eyes of the observer and understand with the understanding that when you perceive from broader perspective, then you're from the, that's interesting. They're saying from the perspective of the whole one. I've never heard them say that. Whole one. I'm feeling the whole one would be like source energy. Then you're going to understand the fragmented aspects of self that are coming into play right now, that are reaching out for some type of validation and some balm. They're like a balm to soothe it over. They want to heal. They want your higher self wants you to heal these things within yourself right now, Diana. They're talking about movement, ease and flow. They're talking about, don't be stuck where you were. I mean, you can be there as long as you want. And what's the word, spirit? Not relent. Anyway, they gave me a word and it slipped my, and it came and went. Okay, so let go of what is. Let go of the story. Let go of the story. Well, I was hurt. I was victimized. You know what I'm saying? Because you're externalizing your power. You're like guilt and blame and shame. And, well, if this person hadn't done that I wouldn't feel like this. Or I feel like you're also saying, well, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? Either way, you're still playing the victim. Like, what did I do? Maybe it's all my fault. What did I do? Either way, it's still the victim mode. And move, step away from that. Step away, extricate, is that a word, for yourself from the whole scenario, and see it through new eyes, with 5D eyes, and you will perceive in a whole new way, and see yourself with the eyes of love that John was talking about before. It's going to be exciting to hear what John has to say now, because I really feel that self-love and self-compassion is so essential for you right now, Diana, so much so. So thank you for allowing me to read for you, and I will pass this on to the incredible John Thaddeus Fiore.
See, I wasn't drawn to tell anybody or ask anybody or suggest that anyone should use EFT until we got to Diana.
Diana, yeah.
But there's a lot of, Diana, look, there's a lot of judgment of yourself and others going on in the world. Now, that is where EFT works beautiful. Look, just when C told you to internalize it, or let me try and explain. She wants you to feel that, okay? If you're feeling like you've been dismissed or rejected, that's how EFT works. You release it by declaring that true to you and accepting yourself where you are, even with that feeling. And that's what releases it to spirit. Even though I feel like I've been mistreated my whole life, I still deeply and completely love and accept myself. That unconditional love and acceptance of self and what you feel is what releases this stuff out to the universe so that you can be free of that energy. And a lot of it with you might be self-judgment. As I said before, earlier in the broadcast, God sees you with unconditional, non-judgmental love. That's how you got to see yourself, okay? And in the cards, again, the angels, this card came up again. You got to clear negativity. So there's a lot of different ways you can do that. You could learn how to tap. And you also drew this card. Let me get it up there. Okay, this is saying that you're connected with the earth and you're also connected with spirit. So that would mean for you, Diana, to go outside and ground for 30 seconds and just close your eyes and imagine a beam of light from spirit coming right through the top of your head and through your body and down into the earth and then circling back up and reconnecting with spirit. And just doing that little 15-second meditation, okay, is going to help ground you. You are a spiritual being. You might not perceive yourself that way. There's a lot of conflict going on inside of you. And this third card says that you're a superhero, meaning that no one else can save you but yourself. Okay.
There you go.
That speaks to what Steve was talking about with a feeling like you're a victim. Well, you're not a victim. It's just the way you're looking at things. It's just the way you're looking at things. On the other side of the card, you're going to see some needles in your heart, which mean that you've got some pain in your heart. But also, if you look at the heart, you're going to see that the fringes of the heart are shaped like an angel wing. Now, I want you to understand what that means, what I'm feeling it means, or what they're telling me it means, that you must connect with higher energies to get this help. Okay? If that means speaking to your angels, speaking to Source God, speaking to any ascended master, speaking to past loved ones who are in pure positive energy, whatever you feel like you can do, book a session with me and reconnect with your old loved ones. Anything that's going to connect you with that higher energy, Diana, is what's going to help you, because you're feeling like maybe you're not deserving of it, or that's for other people. It's not. It's for everyone, and it's here for you. And listen, let me kind of give it to you in this sense. The divine, we have free will, and the divine will not interfere with your life. But I'm assuring you that the heavens around you are right there to help you, and they're waiting for you to say, please help me, from a higher perspective, right? And so when you ask, that's all you got to say is, please help me.
Yes.
You're going to see some synchronicities and things happen in your life. You're going to start to notice maybe a bird will land on the hood of your car. You're going to see these little things happen to you, and don't take them lightly. They're going to be things that are showing you that spirit is there for you. You have unconditional love and support that you don't understand and think that you have, sweetie. So connect with your higher self, your higher guide, higher energies, whatever you perceive that to be, in your faith and whatever. I don't care how you like to do that. Like I say, book a session with a good medium like C. She can help you with that. She can take you through some meditations. I don't care if you like to go to church. I don't care if you like to go ground outside in the dirt. and just feel the sunlight on your face, however that looks to you, okay? And connect with that higher energy, and you're going to see some changes in your life, Diana. Okay, sweetie? You have more support around you than you're even aware of. Okay? You're not, listen, honey, you're not damaged goods. That is all a perception coming from a place of wounding. That you just don't understand that you're a divine being. You were wounded in the past, many of us were, but we chose to come here and live this human life. If you book a session with C and she could explain this to you in a deeper way, it would really help you out. But you're going to be okay, but start believing in yourself, because when you believe in yourself, that is your connection to spirit, okay? You are a divine soul that is just feeling a little bit cloudy right now in your judgment, but all of that help is here for you, Diana. Okay. Thank you. Oh boy. Okay, got it.
You know what? Diana is saying she couldn't watch it, but you know what, Diana, it was an amazing reading. Here, let me give you the YouTube link. Forget watching it. I'm sorry, I didn't even see that you had a problem in the beginning, but I'm seeing it now. I just sent her the YouTube link. So when it's over, Diana, you'll be able, or maybe you might even be able to watch back, even though it's live. You could probably go backwards and actually watch it right now, everything that we just said. And so thank you again, Audrey, and thank you, Diana. Hope this resonates with you. All right, let me, so next up, where'd my notebook go?
Hammer.
Oh, yes, of course, Tamara. I just didn't understand why my notebook suddenly disappeared. I'm like, where did it go? Tamara. Sandy Samadhi, love coach, says, been doing so much trauma healing and releasing the old programming. Be gone. Yes, this is the time. This is absolutely the time. She goes, you're both very inspiring and walking the path of light. Oh, you know what? Oh, my gosh, John, there's names. We can see their names from Facebook. And YouTube. Sandy's on YouTube.
Well, I'm on Facebook. I can see them. I'm scrolling through Facebook.
Yeah, but I was doing that too. But literally, they're on Be Live. I don't know when. I mean, I don't know if that's well, I'm just going to call it spirit, because I haven't been able to see anybody's name on Be Live in a while. You know, give me 1 second. Gotta adjust this.
You made it happen, see?
Yeah, we both did. We both did.
Right.
Oh, there we go. Oh. I love this. I think it's just so adorable. It's just, it's more than I'm used to wearing. So I'm feeling like, but it's pretty though. I like it. Okay. So, all right. Thank you everyone who's been sharing it out. Thank you everyone who's watching. Tamara. Let me find your beautiful name. I can pull you up on screen. That's just incredible. All right. There you are. She's hello. Beautiful. And we're going to be on till 9, guys. So we actually have enough time for one more reading, maybe 2, before we leave, if it's interesting to you. If that's what you're drawn to do, we would love, because, as you know, it supports our amazing event tomorrow. Family reunion tomorrow. Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And check this out. This is our rental car that Erica picked up today. I haven't seen it yet. And you can't really see it here, but number 8. I mean, it was everything. It was quite amazing where I Spirit said, set the goal for 88888, right? So I set the donation goal for that. And then we're over, like we're almost at like 450 right now. So I'm really appreciative. But the number that came up was that. And then the event that I just had with Debbie yesterday was 8888, right? And the car is number 8. Oh my God, that's crazy. Synchronicity. Erica's watching. Hi, Erica. That's my awesome niece. I'm going to see her tomorrow. Reunite tomorrow. Tamara's saying, I meant I do too. Oh, okay. I think I missed much because you love it. I want one now. Oh, scarf? I don't know what we're talking about. What is it that you want now? Family reunion, a scarf? Which one? What is it? Do readings with John? Oh my goodness, this is so exciting. Everybody's name is there. I love that feeling. I love seeing you all. I love, because when I see the names, the energy is even more present. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like sitting here with all your friends. Oh, it's you're sitting here, I'm sitting here with all my friends anyway, but I don't know how to explain that better. If you're a reader and you do live readings, then you understand. Otherwise, it probably makes not very much sense, but you get it. You get it. You understand it energetically. Okay. That's your card right here. This is the first card right here. Ebb and flow. Ocean, ebb and flow. They're saying one on either side. So is this card? Ta-da! Unfoldment, lotus flower. And this card, reflection. Okay, let's see what it's all about. Ooh, that's your card too. Blessings, rainbow blessings. Spirit, tell me what it's all about for Tamara. Give me one moment. Let me just... I get all excited and all the energy and stuff. Get some clarity here. They're showing me the beach and the ocean for you. And they're talking about ebb and flow, that your emotions coming in and out with the tides. I feel your energy. You're very strong. They're giving me, I'm feeling different aspects of you than I felt before. So I'm just going to flow with it and stop narrating. I'm feeling different aspects of you, showing your strength of character, showing your courage. They're reminding me that you are a Scorpio sun. You have that deep inner strength, and that, having connection with your Scorpio sun or Scorpio rising, there's a lot of contrast that comes with this sign, a lot of depth, and a lot of there's darkness in there. My rising sign is Scorpio, just so you know. So I feel this, but what they're showing me is that strength of character, that you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't have chosen to incarnate as a Scorpio if you couldn't handle it. You came here to create this. You came here to live in a time of contrast because you knew that you could do it. You knew that you would unfold in a very expansive way, in a bigger way than you ever could have unfolded if you had taken an easier path. So taking an easy path is not the direction that you were going in. Then everything's going to be easier now. We're moving into that, although we're still Scorpio, but I'm saying, we're moving into this time, this new 5D energy. This is I feel like I need to reach out. This is really exciting. They're talking about reflection. They're saying that your observation, your observance of what it is that's transpiring, that's manifesting, is going to offer you an enlightened perspective, the what isness, from the perspective of source energy, from the broader perspective. And you're going to understand how all of this contrast, good, bad, or otherwise, it's all a blessing. It's all a blessing for you. And that's where you are moving into right now. That's where you are, having a deeper understanding and a better not better, that's not the right word, broader perspective, but having a new perception and an understanding, a deeper understanding of all that contrast, and appreciating how it's created your life, how it's created this life experience for you, and what you're learning from it, and all these beautiful blessings, because we grow. And some of the most challenging things that we go through in this life experience are our greatest teachers. And like for me, the cancer was one of the greatest teachers of my life, for sure. So you've been through a lot of things in your life, and there's been a lot of great teachers for you. And when you perceive them as such, you're going to find that you really feel and appreciate. It doesn't mean you really want a whole bunch more of it, but you're going to appreciate it from a whole new enlightened perspective. And the last card, it's amazing. I swear, no matter how many times everybody keeps getting the same card. That's the theme tonight. Mirror who or what is triggering you. I know you've been watching for a while, so it's the same message to look outside of yourself and recognize, oh, this is triggering me, this is how I'm feeling, and then to look inside of yourself to recognize why. What is it within me that's attracting that person into my life or that situation into my life? Because nothing is random. And if something is in your life in any capacity, you're experiencing it internally, or you wouldn't be seeing it outside of yourself. You're projecting it so that you can mirror it back to yourself, so that you can perceive it and work through it and learn and grow. And so that's where you are right now. That's an exciting time. A lot of depth. So thank you for allowing me to read for you. I will give it to John.
Okay, I just wanted to pick up on what you just said, what you're perceiving outside. And it came right down on me, Tamara, that, and I wanted to confirm it, and I did get confirmation. When Steve talks about what's triggering you, it's oh my God, let me get that back. Hold on, please. I'm sorry. Okay, Tamara, I'm going to say it in this way. If you're unsure of what you're thinking or perceiving is abrupt or wrong, I don't. That's still a form of self-judgment. You see this? That is that heavy contrast that C is talking about in your life. Listen, okay, let me say it this way. You don't pussyfoot around stuff, okay? Maybe you're not light and fairy-like, but listen, that's who you are, sweetie. It doesn't make you bad, wrong, and different. None of that stuff that's all static bullshit, okay? You are a spark of the divine. You are, okay, and the angel is saying, bless your heart. Reach out for emotional support and heal and mend your heart. It's the perceptions in your heart about yourself that are contributing to what you are getting reflected back to you, as he said. Okay, so and how you work out of this is to get some emotional support. Okay, and this is important for you, Tamara. Look, when you commit to following your passions in life, whatever that is, okay? What are you passionate about in your heart? When you commit to doing that for self, that's self-love, okay? You can expect abundance to flow through many different paths. Your needs will be met in the most miraculous ways. So if you have any self-doubt or self-perception about who you are, okay, that stuff it's serving you in a way, as C told you, it's serving you in a way of contrast. You can get help with understanding that. But one thing that you could do for yourself is to follow the passion in your heart. Whatever that means for you. Okay? When you commit to following a passion in your heart, again, it's self-love and self-nurturing. And when Source sees you doing that, okay, it opens up the floodgates to abundance. Okay? You're not always wrong. Maybe you're not a light fairy-like person. Look, you have a way of doing things, and it doesn't make you wrong, bad. All of those BS ways of perceiving yourself are just perceptions of what you learned from the world around you, honey. Okay? God wants you to see who you are just by your birthright, just by being here, just by choosing to come here in this time, your divine source energy. What other people think about you is not your problem, sweetie. Okay? Only what you think about yourself. Okay? If you're acting in a manner from your heart, okay? Okay? In other words, if you get into an argument with somebody and what you feel like you're saying is from your heart, that doesn't make you bad or a lousy person. However you're perceiving yourself in an abrupt way is not serving you. Well, it is serving you because it's going to reflect back to you in the world around you. You might get into arguments, things like that might happen. But your heart is very, look, you like to get into the mix of things, and that's okay. Okay, and maybe you're a very opinionated person. Okay, that doesn't make you a bad person. Okay, I'm kind of feeling like just because you have this strong-willed character, it doesn't mean you're not spiritual or you're not a good person. Some of these BS things that you tell yourself are not true, honey. They're just coming from a place of wounding from the past. Okay, so my goodness, would I love to get a hold of you in a private session? I'd straighten you out. Okay, I hope that helps you, Tamara. You know what? See yourself in the light a little bit more, sweetie. You're a divine soul. You are how God sees you. God wants you to see yourself how God sees you. Okay, again, I repeated that again. So I hope that helps you, honey. You got some unhealthy perceptions about yourself going on as I see it. I hope that resonates with you. Okay. Did I lose you? See, you're on mute. See, are you muted?
Yes, I was muted because I guess you were echoing. Kim, did you donate? What? Kim? Oh my gosh, you didn't have to do that. But thank you, Kimmy. All right, Kimmy Siegel is next. She goes donated. God bless. Thank you. And thank you for, and I was just saying to Tamara that the last card I pulled for you was nurturing, to nurture yourself, All right. That was an awesome message, John. So, oh my gosh. So thank you very much, Kimmy Siegel. You are next. Yay, this is awesome. I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. What was that?
The Kimster.
The Kimster. Kimmy. Susan Morris. Hi, Susan Morris, most awesome medium from Ireland that I love very much. I never see you here. I'm so glad to see you. Wow. Oh my God. I want you back on my show so much. Oh, Susan, we must talk. Please inbox me if you're interested. I would love it. Oh, it's so good to see you. I'm really excited. Did you hear what's going on, Susan? You probably did by now. The whole family reunion. I'm so excited. Oh my God, tomorrow. I'm not going to bore all of you with that. I don't think anybody's being bored with the details. It's really super high vibe, but it's tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I'm going to pick up Grandma. Erica's going to pick me up. We're going to see each other for the first time in 13 years. Oh my God. She was 10. Yeah. Then we're going to drive 4 hours. We're going to have a beautiful, amazing long drive. We'll stop and get food and Starbucks and whatever. And then we'll just relax and have. And then we get down to Fort Lauderdale and we're going to stop and go to Mom. Kim says, I'm about to lose control and I think I like it. I'm so excited. But yeah, then we're going to go visit. We're going to pick up Mom's cake. And it says, happy birthday, Grandma. My mom hasn't been called Grandma since Erica was 10. That was 13 years ago again. So my mom, Grandma, happy birthday, Grandma, 91, beautiful cake. Yeah, enough for the whole staff and all the residents at the facility. Yeah, I'm going to tip that guy, Vinny, too. If he's there, the guy that took the order, he was awesome. I really appreciate it.
My cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny, yeah, exactly. I'm really excited about this trip. It feels so right and it feels so good. My awesome friend Diane is going to be watching my babies, and Kimmy Siegel helped me to create this amazing group. Kimmy, everybody that donated tonight, please add them to our group or invite them to the group. Thank you. And then, of course, you, John, for doing this amazing event with me, generously donating your time. So, because all the money goes to me. No, and Erica. It's going toward the whole reunion, you know. And, yeah, and Debbie Charlton created the event with me yesterday, and all you guys and all the donations. And I'm just so grateful to all of you. I'm so excited. I just love my niece so much. I do. I know you're watching, but I tell you all the time. Not a surprise. All right, so Kimmy Siegel. Oh, hello, Elizabeth Smith. She goes, Kimmy Siegel. Oh, really? Oh, dear me. We have a troll. Well, let's just get rid of that person. Hang on one second. That's so funny. That just makes me laugh. It really does. It makes me laugh because, you know what I mean? People that watch John and I, they're here for John and I. You know what I mean? But anyway, people are sometimes... okay, there. Deleted those, and hopefully that'll be the end of that. All right. So the first two cards that I have for you, Kimmy, are music, harmony, and ancestors and generations. This absolutely brings me immediately to the Native Americans, immediately to your past lives, immediately to that energy. And they're talking about synergy. I have more cards for you. One moment. Okay, so I've got this card. Oh my God, were you too? I'm not even kidding. Spirit. Oh my God, same card, mirror. And then this card, guilt. Okay, turn off the, okay. You have guilt about success. You have, I didn't know that. You have guilt about being successful and being good at what you do and being worthy and you feel guilty. You feel guilty being enough, being you. Okay, so you were Kim the mom for many years now. You have a beautiful large family. Kim the wife, right? Beautiful wife and beautiful husband and family and relationship. But what about Kim the woman, Kim the reader, Kim the person, Kim the healer, Kim, the soul, that being that is Kim, the spark of divine essence that is Kim. You do not need to feel guilty about anything. Let that shit go, girl. You're in this new paradigm now. You're in this new paradigm and you're seeing things outside of yourself. Like other people are doing this or that and it's triggering you. It's triggering you because it's mirroring back to you what you're feeling inside right now, which is this. You got that going on. They're talking about harmony, your soul and harmony, and connecting with your ancient ancestors because they are standing beside you. You are all united. You're forming a united front. They're showing me there's a big black bear. There's your grandfather, not your, grandfather, meaning your spirit guide. I know you understand, but I'm clarifying for everybody else. I also see an eagle and a hawk. And a turtle and an owl on this side. There's a lot. Wow. Does grandfather have a large headdress? Beautiful large headdress and paint, or am I seeing a different energy? You have a lot. You have a lot of animal guides. I think I read for you yesterday at the other event that came through again. It's coming through again. How many animal guides that you have? You are so connected to the animals, Kim. You are so connected to the animal spirits. The animal spirits, they're saying this is a new beginning for you, Kim. This is a new, John's doing the energy where he's doing that thing right there. What's that called again?
I'm confirming what I'm getting, see.
I love that. I'll just finish this. So this is just, Susan Morris is saying, love this. What about you? Awesome. I'm doing great. So yeah, right here, right here. Oh, good night, Lisa. So new beginnings, Kim. That's where you are now. New beginnings. You are the healer. You are the soul. You are the divine spark of source energy here, expressing yourself in this flesh and bone suit that you call Kim Siegel. This is really an exciting time for you, and time to let all the lower vibrational stuff go. And the best way to know what you need to let go of is by seeing what's happening outside of yourself. What situations and scenarios are you attracting? And that's your clue. That's going to give you the clarity of vision, and then your perception. Are you going to look at it? How you perceive things is really important now. So they really want you to expand your consciousness and perceive things from the perspective of, I think, a business perspective, which is interesting, a business perspective. So if like you watch somebody else's YouTube video or live stream or whatever it is, observe them from the perspective of someone. This is kind of seems like it's kind of like not exactly in line, but it is. So I'm just giving you what they're giving me. To observe it through the eyes of someone that you can learn from them. So it isn't, you're looking at it from a whole new perspective. It isn't like, oh, I'm looking at this person online and I'm deciding whether I like them or not. It's not about that. It's about, oh, let's see. All right, well, I like their background. Well, I don't like the way they have their font. Whatever it is, you're observing it from the perspective of the business woman, because that's something that I feel that it's growing, just growing, and it's going to expand. They're showing me flowers just budding past the surface of the earth. They're just poking through, and that's where you're not used to doing that. I feel like this is a new, the energy of being the healer and the reader, that's more familiar to you right now. That's coming through. That's been coming through you for a while, although it keeps growing. But the business aspect of this is rather new for you, and they're showing you that just to use your powers of observation and acceptance and non-judgment or expectation, and you'll see things that from a whole new perspective. And I'll give it now to John. Thank you, Kimmy.
Yeah, Kimmy. Non-judgment and expectation. Those words are powerful because, Kimmy, what you perceive, what you learned from the past, okay, has kind of, it's done this for all of us. It's contributed to the way we see the world around us. Now, what Spirit is telling you is to appreciation for whatever comes your way, Emmy, today is look, you've done the work to get you to this point. Anything that you see in your world that's coming to you, just like he said, if it's something new with business, keep your perspectives open about the way things should be in your world. Spirit also gave me this. Maybe you've done this, but they're asking you to look at and appreciate the things that you've gone through in the past, and look at what you've learned and who you are now. And I also wrote this down. I make all things work for me. Anything that you're being shown in your world, Kimmy, is not by accident. Appreciate it. It might open up a whole new perspective for you on anything, business. Because you also drew this card, this aligns with what he gave you about life-changing epiphany and experience. And I also pulled you this other one from the angels saying stress reduction. And that means, hey, look, sometimes when you're looking to create something in business or looking to advance, okay, Jimmy, the best way to get to that advance is to de-stress and sit back and let it happen. I know that I know that we are beings of, we feel like we gotta push all the time. But just the other night, I was speaking to C about, I was chatting with C about, I'm in the middle of a car negotiation, and I was in a lot of resistance. And C just suggested that I let go. I did that, and the next day I had a flood of different offers coming my way. I just let go and I gave it to God. You know, gave it to Source. And he said, look, I got to let go of this. This is driving me crazy. So if you find yourself in that place, Timmy, the angels are telling you that's the time not to take action. That's the time to take it easy on yourself and let us do some work for you. You understand this now, so you can let everything work for you. Okay? You know how to work the universal law of attraction. You know how to work it now, Timmy. So it's time for you to work it, and they're telling you, let go, let God. However you perceive that statement, let it work for you. Take it easy on yourself. If it doesn't come in the timing that you think it should, that's an expectation. Let that go.
Wow.
No expectations. Everything is happening for you as it should. You will see and make the right contacts. People, places, and things come to you exactly when they're supposed to, Kimmy. This is a reminder for you to take it easy. You're on the right path. And again, look back at those old creations and look at how you look at them now and appreciate them, because your perspective now of what you went through is totally different from what it used to be. Okay? You understand and appreciate the obstacles you created to bring you to where you are now, honey. So you're doing great. And I'm really, I get this joyful, happy feeling for you with this. Okay, so wow, Timmy, you're doing great. But when you feel yourself pushing too hard, step back and let go and allow stuff to come to you. Okay, there you go. Let stuff come to you. You don't have to chase it all the time. Okay? I hope that helps you, honey.
I love that. That was totally beautiful. So thank you very much. We got another donation, so it's going to put us a little bit over time. You okay with that, John?
I'm okay, see?
All right. Thank you very much to Edgar Jamal Bradley. Thank you so much. So you'll be our last reading for tonight. I'm going to, hi, Shay says, hi, do you do medium messages or dream messages? That's a really good question. It depends, but well, we're on our last reading for the night, so that won't pertain to tonight, but keep watching my channel, because although I haven't done anything specifically on dreams, I have a lot of amazing mediums that come on my show, and I bring mediumship through when it comes through, but I have also other friends that are mediums that's what they do all the time. You know, that's their focus, is bringing through past loved ones and stuff. So thank you for asking that, Shay. I'll be right back. Gonna grab some water, and we will read for Edgar. Thank you.
Edgar.
Right, ready to rock and roll, guys. Ready to rock and roll. Kimmy Siegel saying, got it, awesome. Thank you both, much love. And thank you so much. I want you to know, guys, right now, we have, thanks to all of your amazing, generous donations, $499.74.
That's wonderful. Wow.
Oh my God. I know. I'm so grateful. I'm so excited. And all of you are invited to our group. Kimmy's going to send you an invitation. And this is such an amazing event. I want you to know that everyone connected to this event energetically is going to be uplifted. Spirit keeps showing it to me like a group healing, like a group meditation where everyone's focused on one thing, and that one thing is super high vibrational, you know? So it's going to be, I'm honored to say at this moment, myself and my awesome niece, my family, oh my God, my own birth family. I never imagined my birth family. I never imagined that. I'm so grateful to have friends, soul family, not connected by blood, but we are so close. I'm so grateful. I didn't always have that. This is new, reconnecting with soul family in recent years. And now my niece is definitely soul family too. And she's related to me by blood. That's amazing. You know, and the fact that we're going to go see my mom and how my whole relationship with my mom is completely transformed. It's really incredible. And so thank you all thank you. And I'm just so excited. We're going to record. We're going to record and take pictures and write. And Eric is our official cinematographer for the event. And I'm taking the cards back out. I thought we were done for the night. I'm so happy. I'm just so happy and grateful for all of you. And our first dinner, our plan is to have sushi. That was our plan. She asked me, she's like, can we have first meal? Can we have sushi? So it won't be breakfast, because breakfast will probably be like Starbucks or something. But for sure, we'll eat sushi. Maybe we'll bring some to Grandma. Maybe we'll bring some to Grandma too. Grandma! My mother's going to be called Grandma. That's so cool. I mean, she was before, but it's been a long time. All right. Edgar Jamal Bradley says, thank you for letting us be a part of it. You're so welcome. It's really kind of you to say that. I appreciate that. All right. I'm excited. I love to share things with people that appreciate, that. And honestly, if anyone is not resonating with what I'm doing, is not watching right now anyway, so all of you are so, oh my God, Kim says, oh, I so love this. Dale is here with me. He knows how I feel. Blessings. I love that. Yeah. Kim's beautiful husband of many years, her best friend, he transitioned this past year, I believe. Was it 2020 or 2019? It was recently. So he's with her. He's always with her. Every time yeah, beautiful. Okay, let me bring that back up. Okay, so. Oh, Tamara's is really excited for you. Okay, here we go. It's interesting. I'm realizing that the people that I read for more often, like my friend, like Kim is a good friend of mine, right? So I'm already tuned in. You know what I mean? I don't have to do anything. And and Edgar, have I read for you? It's been it's been a long time, but I'm not sure that I have, but I know you, of course, right? But it's interesting because it's a different feeling. And I'm sharing this because I know a lot of you are readers too. And I know you're going to relate to what I'm saying. The first card I'm getting for you is this one, gratitude. Give thanks. Give thanks. And I have a lot to say about that for you too. And allowing, let it happen. Forgiveness, set yourself free, and honor. Acknowledge you, me, and we. It's funny because I was saying those are my favorite cards. These are my favorite cards. They're all my favorite cards. But I just love doggies. I'm just saying. My little sleeping angels over there. Oh my goodness. You are such a grateful person, Edgar. You are so in alignment with your own gratitude, with your own beingness. Spirit's calling it your beingness. that you are aware. You are aware. You're more aware than most. You are very, they're saying, you're saying a very woke soul. I never heard that expression, but that's what they're saying, a very woke soul. They're talking about allowing, being in a state of allowing and allowing things to flow to you. I don't feel like you're in resistance a lot. I feel the ease and the flow with you, Edgar, ease and flow. And forgiveness is really essential. And I don't feel, yes, he's saying love those. Gratitude is a daily practice. Absolutely. I'm feeling it. I feel like this is forgiveness is for self and others, right? But I feel like that's something that you let go a long time ago. I don't mean let go of forgiveness, but let go of anything that you were, any resentments or anything. I feel like you've always been more awakened than most. I feel that for you very strongly, that you were like born awake, right? And of course you went through some challenges. I know you did. I feel that for you. But at the same time, but we all have to go through something. We create that. We don't come here to do nothing. It's so interesting. I have to share this because it's so interesting, because a lot of times when people are just waking up and they're like, why in the world would I create, and I don't know how this relates to you, but it's coming through, so I'll just throw it out there. Why would I create this for myself? Why would I create that? Why would I do such a thing? And we do this so we can grow, because if creating a life of everything is smooth sailing, there's no contrast, everything is perfect, everything's handed to you, there's no growth there. I know it's kind of crazy, right? But there's no growth or expansion in sameness, in the known, the sameness, so that's why we create, and some people create a lot more contrast than others. Some create very little, but we all create some. I don't feel like your life is highly contrasting. I feel like it's moderate. They're saying moderately contrasting, but because you have been for a while and you are so naturally high vibrational that you're just allowing things into your life and they're flowing to you. You're truly honoring who you are, who your soul is, and who spirit is. You're honoring the you, me, and we. You're honoring all of us. And in looking at us and honoring like what I'm doing now with my beautiful family and reuniting, and you're honoring that, and that type of connection, that way that you're honoring others outside of yourself is flowing right back to you. It's flowing right back to you, Edgar, right back to you. It's just the most beautiful energy, beautiful energy. Thank you for your donation. Thank you for allowing me to read for you. I will give this to John. Yeah.
Well, I'm always amazed that, see, we both get readings that are they're like similar. They have the same theme. Mm-hmm. They feed off one another. They just don't. I haven't gotten one reading that is totally flipped or opposite of what you get. So I just wanted to point that out, because I picked up that Edgar. All right, you know that you have a very kind heart and good heart, and you always try to take the high road in situations, and that's a beautiful thing. In other words, we have choice. You try to make your choices or look at things from the higher perspective, and that is a beautiful way to go. Spirit acknowledges it, and so you're being, how would you say, validated. Now, that being said, here is the one thing I'd like you to, Spirit would like you to look at. Mm-hmm. Success and accomplishment are not measured by the number in your bank account, but by the smile worn across your heart, Edgar. A great affirmation for you to say is, my heart is smiling. Mm. Edgar, you may occasionally feel like spiritual work or following your heart is very, how would you say, fulfilling, but it's not somehow enough to make money, or it's not enough it's not a measure of success. Let's put it that way. That's quite the contrary. what's in your heart, and the richness that is your heart is your success. And here's another card that affirms that. I achieve great success and wealth by sharing my unique gifts with integrity and honesty. When you share your heart, C and I talk about this all the time. When you share your heart with integrity and honesty, I don't care how you're doing that. I don't care what job you're doing that in. Okay? You don't have to make money doing spiritual work, if that ever comes across your mind. You could do anything, anything, as long as you're doing it from a place of integrity. Edgar, you are living that spiritual life. So if you have any kind of conflict that having a good heart is not the way to make money, I can assure you, try to let that go. It's an old limiting belief based on that 3D consciousness that we have to struggle our lives away. Being happy and having a good heart is a success. I just want you to know that. I come from the business world. I used to work my tail off. I killed myself. 3 years ago, I had 2 strokes because I felt like I had to pound away. Now, I have maybe a little less income, but I am the happiest I've ever been in my life, just by sharing my gifts. So stay focused on your heart and who you are, and understand that any of that old programming that's coming in, oh, I gotta work hard, or I gotta create something to make a lot of money. You will create money. Okay, you're gonna create it in a way that works for you. Maybe it's something you know, maybe it's something you're good at, but understand there's no separation from what you do from who you are. Okay, there's no separation from what you know and who you are. Wow, that didn't even come from me.
I feel that.
Everything is all connected. So you can translate that, Edgar, into I don't care what you do to make money. See, we've had this conversation before.
Yes.
I don't care how you decide to support yourself in this human experience. When you're doing it from a place of integrity, and from a place from your heart, you are living that spiritual life that you like living, because you're really good at living that life and sharing your heart with others. So I don't care if you like to be a plumber. If that brings you an income, so that Spirit's asking you to let go of that stuck energy that you have to make money a certain way. Okay, I hope that resonates with you in some way, but kind of like that's what I'm getting from you.
That was amazing, John. And Edgar's saying, love that. And he's quoting you, no separation between what you do and who you are. That was profound. That was really lovely. Wow. So thank you, everybody. Thank you. Wow. Wow. That's amazing. I'm so excited. I'm grateful for everything, and you, John, for being here with me tonight and generously sharing like over almost 2.5 hours of your beautiful time.
Make sure you shoot some pictures. I want to see the looks on everybody's faces when you guys are together.
Absolutely. Oh, 100%. We're going to be taking a lot of pictures and video and everything. And it's all going to be shared in the group, in the private group. And eventually later on, it's going to also be a YouTube video that we'll put together. But for now, it's going to be exclusively in the private group. So super excited. Love you too.
Well,
You're
I'm
so
excited for you. Have fun and enjoy every moment. I know you will. And I'm really, really excited for all of you, and to see how this transformation is going to take place. Because, see, I know what you're putting out there, and everything I believe in my heart, I know to be true. It's just what's going to happen with your niece and your mama. I told you, you're going to really, your energy is just going to change the whole dynamic of everything. And for you, the contrast of the past is what you created, so that this is the moment that you're creating from the contrast of the past. So have fun with it.
Thank you, John. It's so rewarding. It's so rewarding. I want to share this one thing. Like earlier, it came up like, well, why we kind of why we hadn't, at least maybe my perception of what came up, because we haven't talked face to face. We've been chatting on Facebook. So like why it's been so long, right? And a couple of things went through my mind. The first thing was, I just really feel John to share this, so I am. First thing that came through my mind was like old thoughts, like, well, the reason was because, and then just the story itself. And I'm like, well, that doesn't serve anybody. My perception at the time was that it wasn't my fault. And while I certainly didn't intentionally, you know what I mean? But we all create this reality together. We all create our own reality and we co-create these situations together. So I didn't say that. But that went through my mind, right? And then I almost took like all the blame. I'm like, well, why is there any blame at all? Why does there have to be blame? It just is what it is.
No blame. That's correct.
So the end result was my deeper understanding of that I would not have. I needed to be who I am today to connect with her in this now moment. I wouldn't have wanted to connect with her 6 years ago or even 4 years. Well, actually, when she first reached out to me, I had cancer. I wasn't in a great place. Mentally, I was, I wasn't where I am today. And everything aligned perfectly. My mother is ready. I am ready. Erica's ready. You know what I'm saying? There's no contrast or anything like that at all. The whole thing is just flowing so perfectly. And I just felt really drawn to share all of that because, if you have contrast in your family, just know that you can transcend it. You can transmute it and transcend it and shift your perception of it. And this is the time now more than ever.
You could choose to heal it. That's correct.
Yeah. And if you need some tapping, because John is an expert at tapping, which is EFT. So let everybody know where they can find you, please, John. And if they want to book a session with you, what they can expect.
See, I'm all over Facebook. My page is John Thaddeus Fiore. I have I think I got 5 different pages. I even make mozzarella, so I do a lot of different things. But they can find me on Facebook. And you know what I'm discovering? See, it ain't about the tapping. It's it's about what the tapping is doing. The tapping is an expression of releasing any kind of self-judgment and being in acceptance of what is without any kind of judgment at all. That's what the tapping is doing. And I find myself having healing sessions with people and just explaining this stuff, and the fact that they understand it is the healing. Okay, so the tapping just adds that little bit of energy flow in the body, but it's the understanding that comes from tapping. It's the shift in perspective, like we talked about so many times. It's all about how we choose to look at things. Do I choose to be an angry person, or do I choose to be a loving person? How do I choose to look at what happened at the Capitol the other day? I choose to see that ugliness was brought to the surface, and it was brought in the most beautiful way. And so it's exposed so it can be released. And I'm in such great appreciation for the way that went down. Of course, I feel remorse for anyone that lost a loved one, but I'm talking about how can you see good in such an ugly situation? It brought up and released so much ugliness. We'll talk about this another night.
Yeah, but honestly, I had no idea what happened. You just told me. Yeah. I just found out now because I don't watch the news. But I want to share that what you're saying completely resonates. And Cryon, I was just listening to Cryon, channeled by Lee Carroll again today. I pretty much listen to them every day, and that's what they're saying, that all these things are really, and we've talked about this before too. I've gotten through it in my own readings where I talk about the carpet being shaken, the dirt coming to the surface. Cryon was saying all these things that were hidden before. It's not like they weren't there. And Cryon specifically talked about like the child sex trafficking and stuff like that, and raising like female children to be in that, and they were saying this, it's always been going on, it's funded, and we'll be surprised when we find out where it's funded, but that it's coming to light now, and that's how it gets cleared away. It's got to be, you have to be able to, it's like you said before, like people have to be able to see it. Like if they can perceive it, then that's the healing right there, right, John? So that's what's happening. It's coming to the light. People are going to be able to see it, and it's going to be cleared away energetically and physically. We have a whole new world we're creating together now.
Yeah, that is understanding from a higher perspective for everyone that everything is happening for us. As crazy as it looks, if you can rise above it and look at it from a very objective place, with the knowledge that everything happens for us, it'll change your whole way of looking at the whole world. So, enjoy your time tomorrow. Enjoy your trip.
Thank you, John. Spirit just gave me one more thing. They were saying that that for many people that this is going to be a catalyst to help them to shift, because the healing that's taking place in my family, I think you mentioned this earlier, they're going to it's going to help them to see, to perceive, right? What we were just talking about, that because they're going to be watching and observing this with the eyes and the heart to experience this from a place of love and compassion and excitement and happiness and joy, they're going to shift their own family dynamics. They're going to be shifted. It's a healing. This is fascinating because Spirit's showing it to me as a healing, as a transformational, transmutational. I never heard that word before. A transformational and transmutational healing.
Yeah, there's that heavy, strong feeling. See, I'm getting that. Especially Mom is going to see this, that whatever happened in the past doesn't really matter. It's how we move forward. And that is like a whole healing. Your mom is on this healing journey herself. So it's just a very exciting experience for all of you guys. And see, I just want you to know you're the catalyst of it. you're the catalyst of it, and because that is who you are, and how you took your past experiences of contrast and learned what they showed you. Okay, you went through that real heavy darkness, and you didn't notice at the time, but now here's the light. See, this is what came out of it. But that would not have happened unless you were, how would you say, in the flow of all of this and what you learned, okay? And who you are now and how you teach this to others, okay? Now you're seeing the flip side or the positive from what you had as contrast as a young girl and all that stuff. And just as horrible as it was then, it's going to be so beautiful now. Okay, so there's the contrast, guys. If she had a lolly-tolly life, she wouldn't be experiencing this now. We're supposed to come through the ups and the downs, guys. Start to appreciate the downs, because they're always going to show you the ups. And then you're going to go down again, and then you're going to create an up. And that's the way it goes. But when you're in the trusting part of this ebb and flow, you almost like embrace everything, all parts of it. See, I think you understand me, right? Okay.
You couldn't hear me because I was on mute. No, I totally understand everything you're saying, and I feel like hang on a second, because I was on mute, I lost my where's the thread? I'm connecting to Spirit. Give it back, please. Okay, if they give it back, they give it back. But Yeah, no, everything you just said totally resonates. Oh, I know what. Thank you, Spirit. That, if anybody is still in a place, although I don't think you're watching this now, if you are, but maybe if you're still in a place where you're labeling yourself as a black sheep of the family or something, feel free to let that go, because you can transmute and shift your whole life and your whole and become like the hero of the journey, or the hero of your own journey anyway. You don't have to own that. You don't have to be, you're not your story, guys. You're not your story. Start telling yourself a new story. Make yourself the hero of your own journey, because nobody else is going to save you. This is a beautiful time for us to all be alive, and we can all transform our lives. And no, my life has not been a walk in the park. And maybe one day I'll share all the details of the story in a book, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, it was extra. It's been a little extra. But I can tell you this, this is what I wanted to say too, is that what the contrast that comes up in my life now is so minimal. It's so I'm not saying it's so nothing next to the stuff that I used to create for myself. These huge, oh my God, you know what I mean? It's not nothing like that at all.
See, I can validate that in my own life. I'm saying, wow, this is what happens when you work it. You could almost, I don't want to say laugh at it, but it's like, okay, you just smile and move on, and that something else is coming when you get dumped on. Something good is coming.
Yeah.
It's like a place of trust that's really hard to explain to people. But it comes down to trust in spirit, trust in the divine, and understanding that divine's spirit's always working for us. But I know a lot of people, I know religion, I know a lot of people were conditioned. I was one of them. To feel like God is up there dangling us on strings, and it doesn't work that way, guys.
Right.
So just try to have faith in that God's love is unconditional for you, and that anytime something that you perceive as bad happens, something is better waiting for you on the other side if you just trust that. Okay? But if you find yourself in this victim mentality, oh, bad things always happen for me, that perpetuates in the energy field, and you draw more of it. Okay, so there are ways of working with this, and this is the kind of stuff that C and I are teaching. So, to the best of our ability.
And we're doing a great job too,
We are. We're trying to teach it in a way that I can see that we're trying to teach it in a way that people can understand and implement it in their life, in their normal life, see, without feeling like they got to go to the mountaintop and chant. Okay,
Yeah.
Just include this in your normal life. Look at what you're doing. You're going on a trip. You created this. You manifested this. Okay, it might not look like a spiritual undertaking to somebody. It might just look like a trip, but this is a spiritual, a spiritual creation that you made here, okay? And you believe that, you affirm that, and you know that, and that shows people that you can create what you want. What do you want to create?
Yep.
Okay, you want to create harmony? C could have chose to say, oh no, I choose to stay in a dark place with mom, and I don't want to see her, and let's let that go. No, she chose another path. She chose the light. So good choice, C. I think it's a very healthy choice for you.
I think so too. And John, I didn't there at first, so 6 years ago when I started my life over again, I did stop talking to my mom for a couple of years.
Okay.
Right? And because I needed to do that. I needed to grow. I needed to find myself. I needed that. But
Okay.
then I started to feel guilty, right? I started to feel guilty, like she's old. And then how are you going to feel? And I'm asking myself, like, how are you going to feel if she dies? And then, well, everybody dies. I'm just saying. And I know it's only a transition, but still, I went through these mental gymnastics about this, and it wasn't I'm sure that I first reached out to her and allowed contact between us with that feeling in mind, with that thought, but that quickly shifted to love and appreciation and enjoyment. I'm happy to be her daughter. I love to send her gifts. She got an amazing pink refrigerator. And that's something else we did with donations, guys. You all helped me to buy my mom an amazing pink refrigerator, and she loves it. And the staff's like, that's the cutest refrigerator ever. I mean, they're telling me on the phone every time I call. So this is something that I just feel like sharing that it may not have been the reason that I initially started talking to her again, but it's absolutely the reason that I keep talking to her, and certainly the reason why I'm happy to go visit her. And I wouldn't introduce her to my niece if I thought, I mean, of course she could do what she wants, but I wouldn't be creating this whole thing if I didn't just feel so much love and compassion to my mom, and of course to my incredible niece, who's just an angel, and I can't wait to get to know her a lot, like in person. And so it's just an amazing, so many things are happening right now, so many expansive stories, stories and myth busting, you know, John, just becoming aware of seeing it all play out.
What I just heard is we don't have to forgive. We don't have to forgive, but you chose to forgive for yourself. And in choosing to forgive for yourself, however that looks, however it means in your relationship with mom or otherwise, choosing to forgive just because you had felt that if it's not coming from love, I'm translating, if it's not coming from love, then it's coming from somewhere else. So but you chose the path of love. And in this case, it didn't mean that if you didn't forgive, it didn't mean you didn't come from love. You could have stayed in a place where, hey, you know something? I was deeply wounded and I want to honor myself.
Yes.
But this choice that you made is, to me, the way I see it was the way Spirit would choose, the way you came from the highest place of love. And look, this is what I want to do. The other way, like I said, the other way wouldn't have been wrong. It wouldn't have been any less than. But the choice that you made, I believe, is very good for you and for everyone else because it's coming from love and nothing else. Okay? Anything from a place of love can never be wrong. So there's no need to even analyze it. It's beautiful.
I love that. Thank you so much, John.
I'm really happy for you, kid.
Me too. I'm excited. I love all of you. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you all who donated. Kim's going to invite you all to the group. And you're amazing. Thank you, John. You are just the best. And I love this. Trixie saying good night also, everybody.
Good night, Trix. Good night, C.
Thank you again, John.
You're welcome, honey. Enjoy